Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1092.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about how can you deal with all of these big economic challenges that we're dealing with all at once. Now, when I do a podcast, I really try to think about what's on your mind and what are you dealing with and how can I provide the most value to you. That's why I try to do everything in real time and talk about what is happening in the moment. So when I was thinking about today's podcast, I was really thinking about all of the challenges that have been thrown at us that we have to deal with in a very short period of time. When we think about these things like high inflation, energy prices rising, grocery prices skyrocketing, higher interest rates, war affecting currencies and energy costs, and some people actually having to deal directly with being impacted by the war. Our heart goes out to you. Supply chain disruptions, weather, health concerns, and a possible recession now or in the future. These are big challenges that you have to deal with, let alone having them occur all in a short period of time. It's a lot, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So you might be wondering, how do you deal with this all at once? How do you deal with times of crisis and uncertainty? And how can you minimize stress? The answer is you go back to the basics. So I'm going to give you 6 things that are going to help you cope, deal, and plan on how to navigate through having all of this to deal with at once. And again, these are really basic things, but I think it's really important to get back to the basics because sometimes we can overcomplicate things or feel very overwhelmed and we're not really sure where to start. So we're going to start with some very basic things. Number 1, things like spending less money and trying to save more money. Now, not everybody is able to make ends meet right now, but do the best that you can. And if you can, eliminate extra subscriptions and things that we've talked about in prior podcasts, ways to really eliminate anything that's unnecessary. And of course, things that you won't miss that much, but things that might be necessary to do until we get through this. So spending less than you make and trying to save more, put more away, put more into your 401k, put more into savings accounts if you can. Of course, you want to be focusing on those things first. Number 2, explore all of your options. If you need more income, what can you do to work for additional income? Or if you have a business, what can you do in your business to provide additional income, like hiring a contract worker or something like that? Is there something you can do around the house, like having a garage sale or selling one of your cars? So really look at what are all of the options that you have. Number 3, decide which investments to make. Your best investment is usually in yourself to enhance your growth and ability to deal with challenges. That way, you're always learning and growing and improving, and you don't stay stuck. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, has said, your number 1 investment is always in yourself. I agree. There's a difference between spending and investing. With investing, you get something back that could be sustaining or make an enduring positive change in your situation. So you want to determine if there are investments that can help you improve your situation. Is there education, temporary help that you could hire, or a way to increase your skill set to move you beyond spinning your wheels and to get you to the next level? Do you need to buy ads for your business or hire a marketing person or become a certified coach or learn about cryptocurrencies or become a driver for Uber? What is the education that you need that's going to really help you and get you out of your situation and move you forward? We don't know how long these times will go on, so these things are for you to consider and give thought to. Number 4, write down all of your options. It's good to get things out of your head and look at your options on paper. You want to look at your SWOT chart, your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities and obstacles, your timeliness and tasks. Once you get it out of your head, you can really look at it and study it, and things can become clearer than really having it swirl around in your mind. That allows you to really make plans based on the highest reward with the least long-term cost or effort. Number 5, tap into your intuition. Ask your inner voice, what would be helpful? It's often your answer from spirit or your highest knowing that's going to help you make the right decision and for you to be at peace about it. And number 6, cut yourself some slack. Hopefully these times will be temporary, so you need to give yourself some space to navigate. You may have to do things you normally wouldn't do, so you have to cut yourself some slack. Maybe you have to borrow money or dip into savings, and that really bothers you, but it's necessary to pay your bills. If that's the case, cut yourself some slack. So just to review those 6 again quickly. Number 1 was spending less than you make and trying to save more. Number 2, explore all of your options. Number 3, decide which investments to make. Number 4, write down your SWOT chart, your strengths, weaknesses, obstacles, opportunities, tasks, and timelines. Number 5, tap into your intuition. And number 6, cut yourself some slack. The most important thing is to keep going. Put one foot in front of the other and keep going. Don't quit. It's often darkest right before the dawn, and better days are ahead. And we will get through this together. If this is the kind of information that you liked hearing, this is going out to the people on my email list tomorrow. So if that's something you'd like to be a part of, just go to my website at lindapjones.com and put your name and email address in the gold pop-up box on the page. Then once a week on Thursday, you'll get a written message from me with some money tips that are easy to implement. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.